जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरा बनचारी। यमुना तीरा बनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गोलोकानंद राधा गोलोकानंद राधे। जय राधा गोलोकानंद राधा गोलोकानंद राधे। प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमद्भय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमद् श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, and all glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. What's that? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are studying from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 71, entitled The Lord Travels to Indraprastha. We will chant 21, 22, and 23 today. Anartha Sauvira Marums Tirthva Vinashanam Hare Girin Nadiratiyaya Puragrama Vrajakaran. Translation. As he travelled through the provinces of Anartha, Sauvira, Marudesha, Vinashana, Lord Hari crossed rivers and passed mountains, cities, villages, cow pastures and quarries. Tato drishadvatim tirthva mukundotha sarasvatim Panchalanatha matsyamscha Shakraprastham athagamat. After crossing the rivers Drishadvati and Saraswati, he passed through Panchal, Matsya and finally came to Indraprastha. Tamupagatam akarnya Prito durdarshanam nrinam Ajata shatru niragat Sopadhyaya suridvritaha. So this verse we can have call and response. Tam upagatam akarnya Prito durdarshanam nrinam Ajata shatrur niragat Sopadhyaya suridvritaha. Please chant. Tam, him, upagatam, arrived, akarnya, hearing, prita, pleased, durdarshanam, rarely seen, nrinam, by humans, ajata shatru, King Yudhishthir, whose enemy was never born. Niragat, came out. Sa, with Upadhyaya, his priests. Suhrid, by relatives. Vrita, surrounded. Translation. King Yudhishthir was delighted to hear that the Lord, whom human beings rarely see, had now arrived. Accompanied by his priests and dear associates, the king came out to meet Lord Krishna. So I'll quickly read the translation for 21, 22, and 23. As he traveled through the provinces of Anartha, Sauvira, Marudesha, and Vinashana, Lord Hari crossed rivers and passed mountains, cities, villages, cow pastures, quarries. After crossing through rivers Drishadvati and Saraswati, he passed through Panchal and Matsya and finally came to Indraprastha. King Yudhishthira was delighted to hear that the Lord, whom human beings rarely see, had now arrived. Accompanied by his priests and dear associates, the king came out to meet Lord Krishna. I seek the blessings of all the senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here. By your best wishes, prayers and blessings, may the right words come at the right time, in the right mood of glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, purifying our consciousness and pulling our hearts closer and closer to their loving lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Srimad Bhagavatam is the most beautiful, ripened, juicy fruit on the tree of Vedic wisdom. And especially the 10th canto is considered to be the essence of the essence. If the 12 cantos are compared to the different parts of Krishna's body, then the 10th canto is compared to Krishna's smiling face. And in the 10th canto, we are in the 71st chapter, where Krishna is traveling a long distance, crossing through mountains, crossing through cities and villages and cow pasturing fields. Krishna crosses through rivers. Krishna crosses through so many different provinces and kingdoms, only to finally come and meet Yudhishthir Maharaj in person. This is quite an important practical point for all of us. On the path of bhakti, many times we complain that we don't find enough taste in chanting the holy name. We don't find enough taste in reading Shastra. We don't find enough taste in hearing about Krishna. Somehow, spiritual life seems to be quite boring. Hearing Hari Katha seems to be sleep-inducing. Studying Shastra seems to be sleep-inducing. Chanting Japa seems to be sleep-inducing. Chanting even Gayatri for 3 or 4 minutes seems to be sleep-inducing. But on the other hand, watching a movie is not sleep-inducing. Gossiping with friends is not sleep-inducing. Browsing on social media is not sleep-inducing. Meeting at a restaurant and having a nice time with our friends is not sleep-inducing. Why is this so? This is because we haven't recognized who Krishna means to us. We haven't realigned the compass of our identity with Krishna. So it's very important for a devotee to spend sufficient time pondering, contemplating on how merciful Krishna is and how much he loves us. It's our nature that we spend time with people who love us. Every species has the same identity. You will see that the deer flock with the deer. The tigers, maybe not the tigers because they don't go in groups, but the lion for sure. They have their pride rock. They have their pride land. You see the squirrels, they hang out with squirrels. You see the butterflies, they hang out with butterflies because they identify with that species, and very specifically, they identify with their own intimate family. When we identify with Krishna and we spend time realizing how much selflessly he loves us, how causeless his mercy is, and how hard he's trying for us to receive him in our lives, we will spend more time with him. When we know in this world somebody doesn't like us, or when we know someone in this world is not going to be there for a long time, we naturally don't spend much time with them. When we are traveling in a bus or we are traveling in a train and we meet someone who's a co-traveler and we know we got in and they're going to leave the next station, we're not going to spend much time because it's going to be, hey, where are you from? What's your name? This is my name. Nice meeting you. That's it. Because that travel is short-lived. But when we know that there's a person who gets in the same station as us and travels the long distance with us for about 2-3 days, or sometimes even longer, 2-3 months, and sometimes paths cross in one's life for even up to 20-30 years of friendship, that relationship is very deep. That is very, very deep. Because when we realize there's someone there with us through thick and thin, hearts get fonder. So in this discussion today, let us spend some time. Of course, it's a short class, but we'll try the best that we can in realizing how much Krishna loves us. Right from the time we were upside down in our mother's womb, Krishna's been there for us. We left our previous family and we haven't met our new family, and we are transitioning between two mothers, and we are helplessly bound in a bag called as the mother's womb. And even at that time, through the mother's nutrients in the body, through her diet, Krishna feeds us through the umbilical cord. Krishna takes care of us. Krishna keeps our heart beating. Krishna protects us when we are being bitten by worms and insects in the body, as per Srimad Bhagavatam. Then as soon as we come in this world, milk appears in the body of the mother. And that milk is exactly the right texture, the right temperature, the right quantity, the right quality that is perfectly designed for the child. And then, once the child starts getting to be more familiar with the mother, we see that the child becomes more comfortable. The child sleeps in the arms of the mother. The mother plays with the child. The mother cleans after the child. And slowly but surely, through father, through relatives, through other members in the family, the child starts getting more comfortable and acclimatized with the affection in that family. Who is giving all that affection? It's Krishna. Krishna gives affection through the mother. Krishna gives affection before the mother. Krishna gives affection through the father. Krishna gives affection through the sibling. Krishna gives affection through the relatives. Krishna gives affection through friends. Krishna gives affection through spouse. Krishna gives affection through children. Krishna gives affection through grandparents and grandchildren. It is Krishna alone who loves us, and he sends it through different mediums. You see, as soon as we turn 18, we leave our family. We go to college, we leave our family, we get into a job, we find a girl, we get married, never to move back into the house. Relation continues with the mother and the father, and slowly but surely, time's up, they go to their next destination. Our life continues. Krishna continues maintaining us as Paramatma, not just within, even without. Krishna is the one who gives us breath. Krishna is the one who arranges for rain. Krishna is the one who arranges for beautiful flowers, beautiful berries, beautiful fruits, beautiful leaves. Krishna arranges for fresh water and fresh air for us to sustain. Krishna comes in the form of the sun. Krishna nourishes us through the moon. Krishna nourishes us through vegetables that are coming through Mother Earth. It's amazing how much he loves us. From within and without, through people, through circumstances. Imagine receiving letters from your friend who's far distant. Every time the mailman who brings in the letter is different. Every time you receive a letter, it's through a different mailboy or a mailman. But it's still received and sent through the same two people. Received by us and sent by our friend. We thank the mailboy, we thank the mailman, but we ultimately understand the letter wasn't written by him. He's simply carrying a letter that was written by our dear friend. And that is life. Life is a love story between two lovers, God and us, where one lover tries his best to keep in touch with the other, while the other tries his best to forget the first. Every circumstance, every conversation with every individual is only love letters being sent by Krishna through different mailmen. So we have to be grateful for people in this world for being mediums of that love letter. But let us not forget the eternal friend who's been trying lifetime after lifetime to get us back to him. My Guru Maharaj would give a very beautiful example in this regard. And I'm paraphrasing it a bit to suit modern context. He would say, think about a friend who really wants us to visit him and is inviting us again and again. Can you come home? Can you come home? It's been so many years I haven't seen you. I would love to see you. I would like to cook for you. I would like to spend time with you. And we open our mailbox only to see so many letters from that friend. And year after year, month after month, he's sending in letters. I haven't received reply for my last letter, but I'm trying again because I genuinely love you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Can you come home? I know that travel is long distance, but don't worry. I'm ready to book an interstate Uber for you. And I will send the Uber for you. The Uber will come with an Uber driver and he will come to your doorstep. You don't have to worry about the turns. You don't have to worry about driving yourself. You don't have to worry about the exits. You don't have to worry about getting lost. Just sit into that Uber. And in that Uber, I also have food for you. I have drinks for you. I have nice books and magazines for you. I have nice entertainment gadgets for you. Just sit in that Uber and very quickly we'll reach home. Now when we agree and the Uber comes to our doorstep, the Uber driver gets out and opens the door only to realize that that Uber driver is our friend. That dear friend who's been writing to us became the Uber driver. So he drives one way to receive us and to take us to his home and to cook for us and take care of us. And now imagine you drive that, you're in that Uber and he drives you through, and during that time you have beautiful loving conversations with him and he has food ready for you, nice drinks for you and books for you and gadgets for you and movies for you and everything in that car. And now you reach home. And he also tells us, you don't have to entertain me with conversations. If you are tired, take rest. No problem. I understand. And then we sleep on that way back. And now when we reach his home, he tells us, guess what? I have nobody else in my life but you. And I plan to write this whole mansion, this house, in your name. I am writing this in my will that this house will be inherited by you. And as long as I am alive, I want to keep you with me in this palace, in this mansion. And you own it, and I will become your servant. What do you call such a person that we don't keep in touch with, and we don't think about, and we don't respond to, and he tries and fights us to get our attention so that he can love us and write everything in his property in our name, only to announce us as the master and himself as our servant. And that, dear devotees, is Krishna. For lifetimes he's been trying and striving to get us. And he brings in the Uber himself. He makes things so easy for us. How many ways is Krishna fighting our false ego to get our attention? He comes in the form of Bhagavad Gita. He comes in this world. He comes in this world in so many forms. He comes as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha. And every time he comes in this world, he comes in a different form. So that if you don't fall in love with the first, no problem, you fall in love with the second. You like fishes, I will become a fish. You like tortoise, I will become a tortoise. You like pigs and boar, because our tendency is to be fallen in the sewage of this world, like wild boar. So Krishna says, if that's your tendency, I will become a boar. You like lion, I will become a lion. You like action, I will become a kshatriya. You like humans, I will become like a human. You like peace, I will become Buddha. You like drama, you like action-packed discussions, I will become Parshuram. You like following rules, I will become Ram. You like not following rules, I will become Krishna. You like protection, I will become your protector. You like friendship, I will become your friend. You like a master who becomes a servant, I will become your Uber driver in the form of Partha Sarathi, Krishna. How many ways? He appears as beautiful deities. You like dark Krishna, I will come as Radha Golokananda. You like white Krishna, I will come in another form as a white marble. You like wood, you like wooden forms, I will come as Jagannath. You like stones, I will come as Shaligram. You like rocks, I will come as Govardhan. You like places, I will come as Vrindavan. You like water, I will come as rivers as Ganga and Jamuna. You like plants, I will come as Tulsi. You like time, I will come as Ekadashi. I will come as Radhashtami. I will come as Janmashtami. You like people, I will come as Guru. I will come as Sadhu. You like music, I will come as Kirtan. My God, He's coming in so many ways just to love us and get our attention. How much can we fight Him? This is just not fair. It is not fair how loving Krishna is. It cannot be fair. It's not just. We don't deserve this love. We don't deserve lust. We don't deserve this love. And it's so amazing, dear devotees. He is not telling us to come to Him. He is coming to us to take us back to Him. Think about in the pages of the Ramayana. He didn't expect Jatayu to find him. Jatayu was breathing his last as a vulture, not even as a human being. And Ramachandra goes to his devotee. Ramachandra goes to Jatayu. When Sita Devi was there in Lanka, Ram was not expecting Sita to find him. He was expecting Sita to stay where she was, remembering him, and he will build a bridge over the ocean of the cycle of birth and death, only to come to Lanka and find Mother Sita. Teaching all of us, we are like Sita Devi, not in tattva, but in symbolic representation. We are like Sita, and we are stuck in the Lanka of this world, and for us to find God is impossible. But if we stay where we are, remembering Him with love and chant His names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, then He comes building a bridge across the cycle, the ocean of birth and death, and comes and finds us. He sends in Hanuman-like pure devotees to find us. Think about the example of Shabari. Shabari was a pure-hearted, very simple-hearted, devotional lady. She loved Sri Ramachandra and served Sri Ramachandra all her life. She was about 80 years old when she found Sri Ram. She was a little girl when she was initiated by her guru, Matanga Rishi. This pastime is there in the Ramayana. And her guru had promised her, if you chant the name of Sri Ram, then that day is not very far when you will see him face to face. She chanted the name of Sri Ram all her life with faith that if I perform bhakti in the situation that I'm put in, then I don't have to go to find God. Krishna will come searching for me. Ram came for Shabari. Ram walked into the hut, the ashram of Shabari. Ram came for Jatayu. Ram came for Sita. Now we may say, we don't have the love of Jatayu. We don't have the love of Sita. We don't have the love of Shabari. Do we accept we have the tendency of Ravana? We still have hope because Ravana was not expected to go to Ram for his deliverance. When we are sick, we go and see the doctor. But when we are supremely sick, when we are extremely sick, the God comes home to treat us. Ravana was extremely sick. with lust and envy and anger and jealousy and pride and material desires. So he couldn't go to the doctor came home. So even if whether we have devotion or whether we are full of anarthas, we have hope that our Lord loves us. Krishna, Ramachandra loves us. And Ram came into Lanka and liberated Ravana. Why? Who is Ravana after all? Jai and Vijay, the two doorkeepers of Vishnu. It is amazing how 2 became 3, became 4. What does that mean? 2 doorkeepers were cursed to take 3 lives as demons. And to liberate those 2 doorkeepers who became 3 demons, how did they become 3 demons? In 3 different incarnations. They first became Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, then they became Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and then they became Shishupal and Dantavakra in 3 different generations. And to liberate them, not 2, not 3, but 4 incarnations manifested. Varahadev came for Hiranyaksha. Narasinghadev came for Hiranyakashipu. Ramachandra came for Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And Krishna came for Shishupal and Dantavakra. So 2 became 3, and to liberate the 3, the Lord became 4. How amazing. How amazing. How amazing. Krishna loves his devotees so much. So as Ram, now let's see as Krishna. Krishna is so kind. When his cows went astray, Krishna didn't expect the cows to come to him. Krishna went calling out where those cows were when they were caught in the forest fire. Krishna drank the forest fire and liberated the cows from that pain and got them home. Teaching all of us that even if we act like those cowhead boys, where our cow-like senses go astray in the forest of this world and get caught up in the forest fire of karmic reactions, still, if we can cry like those cows, crying for help, chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, then we don't have to go searching for the Lord. The Lord comes, drinks the forest fire of our distress, and takes us back home. Think about every demon who went to Krishna. Think about Putana. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jighamsaya payayadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatri muchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum sharanam vrajema. Uddhava and Vidura discuss this in the 3rd canto. And they say, who can be more merciful than Sri Krishna? Who not just tolerated the poison of Putana, accepted her duplicity, and liberated her from the cycle of birth and death, and made her his eternal nurse, an assistant to Mother Yashoda in the spiritual world. A future that even Putana did not see for herself. Krishna saw that spark and fanned that spark of fortune in Putana's life. Putana came with her poison. And Krishna told Putana, you have more poison in your heart than you have on your breast. So if you want to offer your poison, I will accept all your poison. I will accept the poison of your heart. I will accept the poison of your duplicity. I will accept the poison of your sinful tendency. I will accept the poison of your wicked tendency, your past, your present, and your future. And I will give you eternal residence in the realm of Goloka Vrindavan. How amazing is that? You go to murder someone, you go to kill someone, and that person is thinking of your well-being. It's really amazing. In this world, you do good to people. You do good to people all your life, and you are forgotten and replaced so quickly. And as far as our relationship with Krishna is concerned, it can never be destroyed. It can never be cut. It can never be burned. It can never be withered. It can never be taken away. Even if we live independently, even if we criticize Krishna with all the breath and all the energy that we have, he still loves us. Because the nature of fire is to burn. The nature of electricity is to electrocute. The nature of knife is to cut. And the nature of poison is to kill. The nature of Krishna is to forgive, forget, and accept with all affection. This is his heart. We have a body where we have a heart, where in that heart, in some corner, we have some love for someone. Conditions apply. But Krishna's whole body is his heart. And it's beating in love for everyone, in all directions, at all times, in all places, unconditionally. And how can we forget that master to beg for love in this world from people who are beggars themselves? It's like one beggar begging alms from another beggar, and both have empty begging pots. This is this world. We are all begging love from each other, while we are all bankrupt. This is the nature of this world. You love someone, they never reciprocate. Either they forget, or they reciprocate in a quality that is not satisfying. And they do it in a small quantity sometimes, and then they feel, you did it, I did it, it's over. But Krishna is so kind. One flower, million lifetimes ago, he gives us so much in reciprocation, and he still feels, I can't reciprocate to that loving flower that you offered to me 10 million lifetimes ago. Eternally grateful Lord, eternally forgiving Krishna, eternally loving Krishna. He appears in so many ways to embrace us and accept us. Dear devotees, it doesn't end there. When Bhishma Dev was departing, he was not expected to come and find Krishna. Krishna came to find him. Think about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Rupa and Sanatan could not go and meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes a detour to Ramakeli to go and meet Rupa and Sanatan. When Haridas Thakur cannot enter the Jagannath temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and meets Haridas Thakur every single day at Siddha Bakul. Whether it is Vishnu coming for Dhruva, whether it is Vishnu coming for Prahlad, whether it is Vishnu coming for Mother Earth, whether it is Ramachandra coming for Jatayu, Ramachandra coming for Shabari, Ramachandra coming for Sita, Ramachandra coming for Ravana, or whether it is Krishna personally coming for Bhishma Dev, personally coming to free his cows, personally searching for those calves when Brahma stole them. This is why, dear devotees, when we sing, He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate. Krishna, you are Jagatpati, you are the Lord of the whole world. But you are Karuna Sindhu, you are an ocean of mercy. You are the friend of the poor. You are personalized in my life as a personal Paramatma. Think about it. He's fit in our heart. Each one of us have a personalized Paramatma. And every thought, every word, every action is positively noted. Imagine if someone just mentally thinks something nice about Krishna. It counts. Someone is on their departure bed, can't perform bhakti by chanting and dancing. Sometimes they can't even chant by moving their lips and their tongue because they are in comatose, they are in coma. But even at that time, if the mind is thinking of Krishna, Krishna gives credit. He's not saying at the time of death, dance and chant. He's not saying at the time of death, loudly chant my names. He's not even saying at the time of death, move your lips. He's just saying, remember me. Now he takes it one step ahead. Vatadi adi doshena madbhakta mam na chasmaret. Aham smarami madbhakto nayami paramam gatim. Krishna says in the Puranas, if my devotee sincerely endeavors to please me all his life and at the time of death forgets me. Now that's amazing. If he remembers me all his life but somehow at the time of death because of the pain in the body he forgets me, Krishna gives a promise, no problem. Because that devotee has been sincere all his life, even at the time of death, if he forgets me, I don't forget him. I will come in front of him, I will hold him by the hand and take him back home, back to Godhead. This is a verse in the Puranas. We are fighting him, I don't want you. And he's fighting us, I love you. We are fighting him, I don't want to see you. I don't want to come to the temple. He's fighting us. I will see you as a book distributor on the street. We are fighting him. I don't want to remember you. And he says, I can't stop remembering you. When we think about these points, dear devotees, bhakti becomes natural. Because it is our nature to love those who love us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or reflections or comments, we have a few minutes. I believe we have about 3-4 minutes. So those who are joining us online, the question is, how does Krishna's all-merciful nature fit with so many rules and regulations that we are supposed to follow? Rules and regulations are necessary so that remembering him with affection becomes natural. And it is meant in the initial stages. The king of all rules is to remember him. So for example, it is important to do achaman. It is important to sit straight. It is important to put tilak and kantimala, etc. This is all important. But even higher than all of these rules is to remember Krishna and chant his names with love. So just like in school, we don't want to do homework. We don't want to study. But some regulation, some discipline is put in the initial stages so that study and academics becomes natural. And once it becomes natural, then nobody forces the student. The student goes through bachelor's, master's, undergrad, grad. He goes even through PhD doctoral program. Not because anybody wants him to do it, because he wants to do it himself. So rules and regulations are necessary to kind of tame our materialistic mind to some discipline. Waking up at the right time, chanting a few fixed number of names every day, reading a page every day, hearing maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour every day, so that loving Krishna becomes natural. And once that sets in an advanced stage, then the person moves by the movements of his heart, where remembering Krishna becomes natural, and those rules which favor that natural, spontaneous thought, one accepts them. Yes, Mother Kamalini. Maya remembers that. The three modes of material nature and material nature in general remembers our deviations. But Krishna doesn't see it. Just like the child may pass urine and stool, the mother doesn't feel that's obnoxious because that belongs to the child whom she loves. So even if there are mistakes, Krishna doesn't care because we are insignificant. And all of our mistakes are insignificant compared to Krishna. My Guru Maharaj would give an example that we are like a matchstick, and all of our mistakes are like a matchstick flame, and Krishna is an ocean of mercy. When you throw a matchstick, however powerful the flame is, it always gets extinguished. Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. This verse means that Krishna is ready to burn to ashes all of our deviations and all of our mistakes. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Krishna says, do not fear, I am ready to burn all of your sinful reactions. Jai Shishi Radha Golokananda ki, Jai Giriraj Govardhan ki, Jai Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Premanande Haripo, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Haripo.
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Ako Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Kriya Priti Manti Vasyan Vipan Kayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yashamati Nandana Brajabaro Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Yashamati Nandana Brajabaro Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana गोपीपरानधन मदन मनोह गोपी कलियदमन विधान अमल हरिनाममिय विलासा अमल हरिनाममिय विलासा विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नागर वर विपिन वंशी बदन सुवासा ब्रज जन पालन असुर कुल नाशना ब्रज जन पालन असुर कुल नाशना नंद गोधन रखवाला नंद गोधन रखवाला गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर सुंदर नंद गोपाला सुंदर नंद गोपाला जमुना तटचरा गोपी बसन हर जमुना तट रास रसिक कृप माया श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नटवर श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नटवर भक्ति विनोद आश्रय भक्ति विनोद आश्रय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda Radhe. Jai Radha Golokananda, Radha Golokananda Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar. Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivinda ki jai. Jai Radha Krishna Gopa Govana Shai Mukunda Radha Kunda Giri Gaurani ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mai Pranavati Dham ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki. Shrimati Tulsi Devi ki. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Brihat Madanga ki jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinda ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Angaranga, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Radhagolokananda ki jai. Lord Krishna is beloved son of Yashoda, transcendental lover in the land of Braj, the delight of Gokula, known by the nickname Kana, the wealth of the lives of the gopis, the attractor of Cupid and punisher of the serpent Kaliya. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarian pastimes. The Lord of the 12 forests of Braj, ever youthful, the best of lovers, player of the flute, and the excellent dresser. Protector of the inhabitants of Braj, destroyer of demoniac dynasties, keeper and tender of Nanda's cows, giver of pleasure at cows, land, and spiritual senses, husband of the goddess of fortune, butter thief, and beautiful little cowherd boy of Nanda Maharaj, wanderer of the human thief of hearts, enjoyer of the mellows of the rasa dance, very merciful, lover and beloved of Sri Radha, the great dancer of Vrindavan, and the only shelter of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. And a quick announcement, we have 2 opportunities for Harinam Sankirtan this weekend. First will be on Saturday at Weaver Street here in town, and it'll be at 11:30 to 1. It'll be like a regular, well, what we've done usually, a stationary Harinam. But there will be a Nagar Sankirtan. We'll meet at Weaver Street in Hillsborough. And that'll be on Sunday at noon to about 1:30. So especially for the one in Hillsborough, 12 sharp, because actually after that you'll have to listen for the car tolls to find the devotees. So those are the two chances for Harinam, and both days are supposed to be nice, like in the 60s and sunny. So please get an opportunity either Saturday or Sunday or both days for Harinam Sankirtan. Chaito Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vitaranam Nityavadu. Thank you for your service. Buddhi Sarvanam Pritamam Paranam Sarvatma Snapanam Parvijayate and Yardan Namakar Baudani Sarva Shaktis Tatravidani Avita Smarane Nakala Etat Rishita Bhaktivat Bhagavan Amapi Durdaiva Api Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanamna Sundarim Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatat Bhaktir Hoitaki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishavaneva Vambudao Kripayata Vabada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadrashim Vachintaya Nayanam Gadashu Daraya Varanam Gad Gadarudaya Gira Pulakarnishitam Vapukada Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayatam Nimishena Chakshusha Pravashayatam Shunayatam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahename Ashlishava Padamritam Anastumam Adarshanam Marmahato Kuroshiva Yatatatava Vidadatu Lampato Mat Prananatastu Saeva Napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you've invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than a straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from the ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. No, my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly